Alrighty. Well, we've had a bit of a talk with me father and got a few theories on the valley gutter. It could just be a broken solder joint. Um, we're going to have to look into all that. There's another option of getting heavy plastic like pool liner and sticking it up there, and it might be something you've got to replace every 5 years. But yeah, it's going to cost me a lot to get that steel bent. We'll have to see. He reckons it's just the joins have possibly opened up. He said you can use silicon. I said, no, stuff it. It's been soldered. I'm going to resolder it. I've got a blowtorch. I'm going to do it that way. Anyway, doing the walls. And the ceiling, I've just got to put one extra coat on that. It's fairly good, but I've done 3 coats everywhere else. And I'll do a third one on this. You sort of got to do 3 when you do it fairly thin. But if you do it thick, you're like constantly, it's only a little 4-inch roller, so you're like dip every bloody 20 seconds. And so I done one that was very thin, and then I done a fairly thick one. I still think it needs one more. Woke up with a bit of a headache because I finished doing this about 10:30 at night, and then decided to go to bed. And then I thought, shit, it's getting cold. And because of those mattresses, the mattress and the base that's there, they're against that wall. I couldn't put them back because the wall is still. I got to friggin' vacuum this and mop it all properly and shit before I put them back. So then I left that door open and I thought, well, at least close the little overhead hatch. And then I did. And then I was fuming myself out over the night. So anyway, we've been working on all of this yesterday. That's pink. We've got brown trims, like you've seen before. I ended up doing the skirting board all pink. The bit behind all of this furniture, I've done that. We go out in the kitchen. Same thing again, I've done all the piece in there. I haven't done in the back of this, as you can see there, or on the top, which I'll do at a later point, but it won't really be a problem because all of this business here won't be over there. I got rid of most of the stuff into all the drawers, which I'm quite pleased about. I might put some of the other stuff in a few tubs or whatever, because I've got a tub full of cooking gear, extra egg flips and all this extra gear. I got so much bloody stuff that I never use in terms of pots, plates, bucket loads of cutlery. Turns out I haven't picked them up just yet. I got another bunch of steak knives and an extra can opener. Although I've got 2 sitting right there that are both good can openers. And I've got something like 3 potato peelers, which happen to be all brand new. I haven't even dug in the cupboards for the old one. But yeah, I'm probably going to try to keep doing this. It's the old fence finish that, here's inflation for you. This stuff, yeah, it's what the outside of the house has done. They no longer have cream. They no longer have pink. You got a couple of browns, a couple of greys, a white, and a couple of greens. Yeah, it's thinner than it used to be because I've done the outside of the house with 2 coats, and this is 3 coats, and the wood stains still come through. But I think because all the other colours are significantly darker, because the next one you go to is like a fairly dark green, is the next lightest colour after this, that would hide all the wood stains. But there's something like in the sap or some sort of staining, which is, part of the water staining. Those stains keep coming through. And so you keep like retouching. So some of those have got like 4 coats of paint and they're still barely covered. But this is a part of the trouble of getting white. But I like the idea of getting white anyway. Partly because if I run out of white and I just need to do one more little bit of white, a lot of this stuff that's the test pots are actually in white. They'll be like an off-white, so I can, instead of buying a whole 10 litres or 4 litres, I can quite possibly get myself a little, 2 litre or whatever just to finish stuff off. But I just thought white's like a universal colour, and it brings a lot more light into what really is quite a dark house. And you know, I might just sort of keep going and bloody sand all this. But thank God, because of my uncle, we've got an actual belt sander, like a proper freaking belt sander. So yeah, this is going to be hand sanded, obviously, but I might keep doing all this because it's going to be a shame to have a nice looking room and then you got all this grotty fucking crap on the end here. So anyway, I doubt I'll do anything in the fridge room here. I doubt I'll do anything in the old sewing room, which quite frankly only has about a half a ceiling. Yeah, essentially, I don't think I'll worry about those two rooms. But the two rooms that I'm in the most, I might as well keep going with. Some of this looks really quite alright. I've got to get this paintbrush and get into that little groove there. I'm not 100% neat with a few things. I've got to sort of, yeah, some of these trims are going to be touched up a little bit. I have a few little mishaps from time to time, but I'm fairly good with it. These doors are fucking crazy colour. I really don't know why I bought this colour. Look, it's bloody clown house. And I still haven't done that edge down there, which realistically I should just do in the pink anyway. Same with the other one. I like to do this Mission Brown. It's not Mission Brown, it's more a chocolate on the edges there, but then of course your bloody white gets through because somebody couldn't be bothered using masking tape. But yeah, green door. She's a bit off-putting, the green, to be quite honest. It's a bit of a stupid colour, you know. This is the trouble with seeing a bargain at hardware stores. Oh, wait, there's me. Obtained that one in case you didn't know. That come from where all the rest of the cutlery's coming from. It's not a bad kettle. It's really heavy duty enamel, and they bought it more or less as a like an ornament, and never ever been used. You could tell, and I've since used it, and it's a really heavy duty enamel. It's actually quite a good blooming kettle. And when I'm doing the dishes, and you know you get one kettle going, gas bottle outside's ran out. I'm just using this little thing for now. When you get sort of one kettle that you use, you know, and heat it up for doing the washing up pots and stuff like that, then you sort of, you know, got to refill it and keep going. But it's nice if you got a second one ready to go straight away. Yeah, bloody stove. Anyway.